Hi, it's Michael here from digitalhomebrew.com. This is the digital stir plate version 3, and I just wanted to create this short video to show you the capabilities of the stir plate using different sizes of starters. Everything from a small 300ml that you might use when you're stepping up, and a 2 litre, which is probably the most common, used for single batches, and 3 litres, and of course 5 litres, used often for double batches as well. The digital stir plate was originally built to do single batch brews, just by its size, you know, it's not that big. But that said, it's still very capable at stirring larger flasks, so hopefully this video will give you an idea of its capabilities in case you're looking at brewing double batches and wondering if the digital stir plate is for you. So I'll just turn it on here. This is 100 RPM, the minimum setting of the digital stir plate. If we left it at this speed on this flask, you'd probably never see a vortex form. It's just that slow and gentle, and that's probably good for a small starter anyway. And naturally, if you turn it up, it's going to have way too much power for it. 400, 500, 8, 9, 1000 RPM. You'll see it's getting a pretty decent vortex there. And this goes up to 2000 RPM, you can see here. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19. That's 2000 RPM there. You'd never want to brew a starter, you know, by creating that big of a vortex, but just shows the capability used there. I'll put on the 2 litre flask now, give you an idea of what it's capable of. So that's 1000 RPM, and it'll take a while to get a vortex going. I'll bring it up a bit faster. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's full speed there, and you'll see it's of course creating a bubbly vortex. And next up we'll do the 3 litre. I'll just turn that back down. Still running. Now you can see it's starting to bulge out a bit compared to the stir plate. It's a bit larger. It's still very stable on there. You know, it's not going to fall anywhere, but something to keep in mind. That's full speed, and we'll just wait for a vortex to form here. And there we go, that's all the way down to the bottom again. Just takes a while for it to spin up. Can't see that there, but there you go. And I'll do the 5 litre flask as well. So this is a full 5 litre flask. It's pretty much the meniscus is on the 5 litre line, or slightly below it, but there we go. Now this absolutely dwarfs the stir plate. You can see here it's bigger. The base is bigger, but that said, the parts of the base that are actually flat are pretty much still covered on the stir plate, because everything that's overlapping wouldn't touch the ground anyway, so you're not losing any stability here. Perhaps in this direction you're losing just a bit of surface area that you could use there, so there's a risk of it getting knocked off that way, but to alleviate that, we've got little holes here. You could affix it to your bench, and also, being a 5 litre flask of fluid, it's pretty darn heavy, and if it's sitting on the bench there, it's not really going to go anywhere. So you know, it's up to you what you think is safe and all that. Glassware is expensive and also dangerous if it breaks, but you know, it's not the sort of thing that goes anywhere anyway, so make your own judgment about whether or not you'll use a 5 litre flask on it. I've turned that on. It's going to take a while to spin up now. Getting a bit of a vortex going, and that's already hit the bottom. So that's the digital stir plate running on a 5 litre Erlenmeyer flask. Yeah, so keep that in mind anyway. If you're interested, head on over to www.digitalhomebrew.com and pick up a new digital stir plate.